Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're taking a look at Gamora and we're going to be reviewing her value in PvE. So yeah, we're starting off at Transcendent Potential level 70. This is what her build looks like right now. I have additional 3% pierce from her team up collection and I have a 3-star artifact and I'm using her with the Rage CTP. So let's take a look at her rotation real quick. The rotation that I used was 6 cancel, 4 cancel, 3 cancel, 5 and I got around 200 hits, which is actually pretty decent. But yeah, now we can move on to our testing. We're gonna be starting off with World Boss Legends Stage 15 of Kang for the alien restriction. Her typing is really good. She qualifies for several World Boss Legends restrictions. And on top of that, she is a very good World Boss Legends character as well. And because of her rotation, she is very proc friendly, so you can use her with the proc CTP. I'm using a Rage because I'm gonna be primarily using her for Alliance Battle. But yeah, still, proc CTP is a very good option as well. And apart from that, even at Transcendent Potential level 70, she hits like a truck. And I didn't really face any challenges with her survivability. I have to give credit to the Guardians of the Galaxy team up collection because it is providing me with additional damage through either pierce or all attack improvement. My collection's only at level 13 and I get an improvement of 23% basic attack and an increase of 3% pierce, but I still have a long way to go before I max it out. So that leaves room for Gamora to improve even more. Now we're near the end of this run, and it seems like we're ending with slightly above 2 minutes on the clock. That's pretty decent for a level 70 character. With that, we have our first scores on the board. Now that we're done with World Boss Legends, we can move on to Alliance Battle Extreme. With the new changes to Alliance Battle restrictions, her value has went up massively. The restriction that I am gonna be using her for is the female alien restriction, but she also qualifies for the speed hero female restriction, and she has all 3 cancels, making her very versatile for all the seasons of Alliance Battle Extreme. She directly competes with Luna Snow. With the changes in restriction, Luna did slightly lose her value, so you can use Gamora in Luna's place for the speed hero female restriction and do competitive numbers. If you are a free-to-play player, I'd have to say Gamora is the best pick for the restrictions that Luna qualifies for. And I keep going back to the team up collection, but with the help of the team up collection, you actually do score really high with Gamora. It might not be as good as Luna Snow, but still, for a free to play, it's actually very good. And not to mention, she is the best pick for the female alien restriction. So yeah, you have a win-win situation even if you have Luna Snow. But now we are near the end of this run. We seem to have crossed 14 million with ease, but we're going to be falling short of 15 million. Maybe if I played her slightly better, I could have hit 15 million, but that's still a very good score for a Transcendent Potential level 70 character. Now we can move on to Alliance Battle Legends. She is also very good for Alliance Battle Legends. She qualifies for 2 restrictions, Speed Female and Hero Alien restriction. For the Speed Female restriction, she's competing with the likes of Luna Snow, of course. And for the Hero Alien restriction, she's competing with Gladiator and the brand new Zeus. On top of that, she has all 3 cancels for Alliance Battle Legends as well. She does competitive numbers for both the restrictions, and she can be considered a better free-to-play alternative to the characters that she's competing against. And if you guys are wondering whether the competition CTP is better or the Rage CTP is better on her, I would have to say the Rage CTP because she has guaranteed crit and dodge rate on her uniform, making the Rage CTP a much more enticing and useful option. You can still use a competition on her, but for the best value, stick with the Rage. As we creep towards the end of this run, I also want to mention that she does not have a VPAT skill. Having a VPAT skill makes your life 10 times easier, especially in Alliance Battle Legends, because you can dodge hit and you can also pick up Odin's Mites very easily. but you can still use her second skill to your advantage. You can move back and forth in an instant, so yeah, you can just use that to dodge the hits. But yeah, with that being said, we're near the end of this run, and it seems like we're very close to 8 million, but I think we're just going to be falling short by a small margin. Still a very decent score for our level 70 character, but with that run, we concluded our testing at Transcended Potential level 70. Now we can finally move on to tier 4ing her. You guys might be wondering how I'm taking her from Transcended Potential level 70 directly to tier 4. For that, I'm using this tier 4 selector. It's different compared to the one you get for free, but yeah, we can pick up Gamora from here and get her to tier 4 directly. Nice, now we have her at tier 4. Now usually we would be comparing her stat improvement, but since it's a selector, we get to see this screen. A rare sight to say the least. But let's take a look at her stats now. So we saw an improvement of over 20,000 physical attack and around 30,000 HP. That's a juicy upgrade. But yeah, the rest of the build has stayed the exact same. So with that being said, let's get our tier 4 testing started. Clean slate, we're starting off with World Boss Legends, the exact same stage as before, stage 15 of Kang. I'm expecting her to absolutely annihilate him this time around. We actually finished phase 1 with only one rotation. That's insane. Let's see how the rest of the run plays out. So yeah, we're near the end and it seems like we're ending with almost 4 minutes left on the clock. That is a massive improvement, putting the first scores on the board at tier 4. Now we go back to Alliance Battle Extreme. I am genuinely excited to see how much her score improves in this game mode. She was already scoring close to 15 million at Transcended Potential level 70. How much better does she actually get now that she's tier 4? Let's find out for ourselves. We're near the end of this run and it seems like we're going to be crossing 17 million in the nick of time. That's a huge improvement compared to our previous Alliance Battle Extreme run. That finally brings us to Alliance Battle Legends. With that crazy showing in Alliance Battle Extreme, I also have my hopes high for Alliance Battle Legends. Let's see how she ends up performing here as well. As we creep closer to the end of this run, it seems like we have crossed 12 million with ease. That is actually very good, and I would have been satisfied with this score if I didn't already have better characters for this restriction. Gamora has genuinely surprised me with her performance as we conclude our testing. With that being said, let's move on to the comparisons to see how much better she really got. Let's break down Gamora's performance, starting with World Boss Legends. At Transcended Potential level 70, Gamora cleared World Boss Legends in 2 minutes and 57 seconds. After her upgrade to Tier 4, she dropped that clear time down to 1 minute and 13 seconds, a massive improvement of 1 minute and 44 seconds, which translates to about a 59% faster clear. Next up is Alliance Battle Extreme. At Transcended Potential level 70, she scored 14.57 million. But once she hit Tier 4, that score jumped to 17.17 million, giving her a boost of 2.6 million points, or roughly a 17.8% increase. And now for Alliance Battle Legends. At Transcended Potential level 70, she managed to get 7.99 million. After the upgrade, she shot all the way up to 12.49 million, gaining an extra 4.5 million points. That's about a 56% increase, bringing our comparisons to an end. You guys can already tell by now that Gamora is a very good character. She's especially free to play friendly, and I would highly recommend Tier 4ing her. Not only does she provide you with competitive scores, she is also very easy to play, giving Luna Snow a run for her money. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Let me know your thoughts on Gamora down below. Did she surprise you, or did you already know that she was an elite PvE character? And if this video was helpful for you guys, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And make sure you turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next upload. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!